And welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School for BPC girls basketball action. I guess it's late afternoon, early evening. Chris Rankhauser and Brandon Thomas running camera and going to sit in and help with color this afternoon, evening, however you want to call it. And should be a good one. First time the Spartans have been back home, Brandon, for about a month, and good to see them. Saw the boys last night and JV and varsity getting a couple of wins, and good to see the Lady Spartans back here on the home floor.
Those are always the hard and scary ones, coming back from that month off to come back home. It's always good to be home, but it's always you miss it, and then you come back, and it's one of those, but we'll see what happens here tonight.
Yes, we will, and I want to remind folks, chat us up, let us know where you're tuning in to for this broadcast here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, about 3 minutes before tip of this one. And, of course, our pregame show sponsor for all BPC athletic events is JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell. Cheer the Spartans on to victory. So as we are awaiting this will be a JV contest only. If you've watched some of our previous girls broadcasts, just one senior for the Spartans this year, so we will have a JV contest only. So one game tonight. Appreciate you tuning in. Why don't we do this? We're about 2 minutes away from tip. We're going to step aside. We'll get some business taken care of, and we'll be back here with the tip-off in just a moment. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We typically see 40-plus patients a day. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
And we're back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. The pregame show clock, or the pregame clock's still down to a minute 15, but the officials over at the scores tables, I think we might be getting things ready to get started, maybe have our national anthem. I'm not sure what's going on. We're just going to go with the flow as always here on this Saturday afternoon, early evening.
Good evening.
And we are going to get our national anthem, so we'll step aside for that. Our national anthem here as we're getting ready for our starting lineups. United Red Storm, coached by Jennifer Shimon. Ella Brown, the first starter for the Red Storm. Emma Lair, second starter, number 10. Turn it over to Nate Zeringer, the athletic director for BPC.
At forward, number 15, Cora Shimon. At forward, number 24, Ava Westar. The Red Storm are coached by Jennifer Shimon. Now please stand and put your hands together as we meet our very own Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans. At guard, number 11, Kendall McClary. At guard, number 14, Jersey Jones. At center, number 20, Jules Kratz. At forward, number 25, Abby Nelson. At forward, number 34, Justice Klein.
So there are your 5 starters for BPC. It'll be Kendall McCleary, Jersey Jones, Jules Krebs, Abby Nelson, and Justice Kleindes. So we're set, 8 minutes on the clock, and we are set for basketball here at BPC High School. It's like Kleindenst and Poston, I believe, in the center circle. And the tap controlled by BPC. That's Jules Krepp with the basketball. Right wing now to Jersey Jones. Abby Nelson, number 25, with the basketball, will drive in, picks up the dribble, looking for some help. Cross court, Jersey Jones fires up a 3 off the back iron. No good. Rebound down to the Red Storm and Cameron Poston. And she's going to have it nearly stolen away, but going to get a foul whistled. Nope, no foul. That is a jump ball, and it'll stay with United.
Kleinden's really getting in there and being aggressive to tie that ball up.
Red Storm the other way, stolen away by Jones. She's going to pick up the dribble now. She's surrounded by 3 red jerseys. And a jump ball will stay with BPC, 7:29, just underway here in the opening quarter. Kleindenst gets it to Jones. Krebs with it, now near corner, fires up a 3, a little long. Rebound down to McCleary for BPC. Gets it back out to Krebs. Now Nelson's going to fire up a 3 from the right wing. No good. Rebound down to the Red Storm. And it's going to be a traveling violation. Ella Brown got the rebound for the Red Storm, but couldn't keep on her feet when she came down. And that'll be a traveling violation back to the Spartans. Kleindenst with it. Puts it on the floor. Free throw line to McCleary. Her shot up, no good. Rebound down loose on the floor. And another tie-up will go to the visiting United Red Storm. And we get a 30-second timeout taken by United. So we'll keep it right here. And we can tell you about Raritan State Bank, the Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank, a friendly service, or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Number 12, Natalie Hodges into the ballgame for the first time for United. Still no score, just about a minute into the opening quarter. That is Brown with it. Now to Hodges. Left wing, back to Brown. Hodges goes inside now to Poston. She's going to be tied up by Kleindenst. An alternating possession will go right back to BPC. 6:53 to play here in the opening quarter. Still no score between the Red Storm and Spartans. Abby Nelson will bring it up for BPC up across the Spartan logo. picks up the dribble, goes free throw line extended to Kleindenst, and she is going to be fouled. And that's going to go on Cameron Poston, her first, and team's first. Jones takes the inbounds pass, free throw line. She's going to pop one up off the glass, in and out, no good. Rebound down to United, but Brown again on the floor with the rebound and steps on the end line, so it'll stay with BPC. McClary gets the inbound pass, left wing now to Nelson. Kleinitz picks up her dribble, and I thought maybe she was going to get away with it. Ryan Sullivan down there says, I don't think so. Turnover to the Red Storm. 6:30 to play, still looking for her first points in this contest. Number 10 with it, that is Emma Lair. Brown, now she's going to drive the lane. Left side to Hodges. Back to Lair. Far side, number 15, Cora Shimon. Free throw line to Poston. Nearly had it poked away by Clinton. Shot up and in and out, no good. Good look there for number 12, Hodges. And United comes up with the basketball. Right side, that is Shaw or Brown. Ella Brown with the first two of the contest for the Red Storm.
She was wanting the ball that entire possession. She was screaming for the ball, and she finally got it, and she got the first 2 points of the contest.
5:40 to go. Right wing now, Jones with it. Cross court to Krebs. She's going to fire up a three, in and out, no good. Off the back iron. This time Brown with a rebound, and she stays on her feet, and here come the Red Storm the other way. Side pass are going to go to Poston. Good straight-up defense there by Kleindenz. Rebound down to Krebs for BPC. Nelson will bring the ball up. Spartan logo gets a screen from McCleary into the lane. Kicks it over to Jones. Jones cross court to Krebs. McCleary on the far side. She's going to float one up a little too strong off the opposite side of the glass and rebound down to Poston for the Red Storm. 5 minutes to go. Left wing, that's Hodges. Now on top to Lair. Ball inside is going to be tied up. And it'll stay with United. Substitution. Katie Dutton into the ball game. Sophomore, number 13 for the Red Storm. Brown. Three up and off the back iron by number 12, Hodges. And here comes a BPC the other way. Nelson, right-hand dribble, drives in. He's going to float one up off the glass. A little short rebound down to United, number 10, Emma Lair. That may be a double dribble there. No call. Lair's going to swing it around to Shaw or Brown on the far side. She's cut off by Krebs. Three on the way, straight away from Hodges, and Krebs up with the rebound for BPC. Almost halfway through the opening quarter, just a 2-0 lead for United. McCleary with it at the volleyball spike line, going to drive right side, going to go in baseline, bounce pass into Nelson, over to Krebs. Jones, or McCleary now. Jones is going to pop a three off the back iron, no good. Rebound down to Kleindenz. She'll get it over to Krebs, they'll reset. McCleary going to drive and has it poked away and corralled by Dutton for United, and she'll get it over to her point guard, Ella Brown. 3:30 to play. Good defense in the corner by Cleary for BPC. Hodges tries to drive in, has it poked away. Nelson coming the other way, and she's going to run over. That is Ella Brown. Couldn't see the number there at first, so that'll be her first, team's second.
Very good effort trying to take that charge, just didn't get completely set, but a very nice effort by Ella Brown.
Number 15, Shimon, and number 24, Westart.
Cora Shimon and Westart back for United. Jones, 3 in and out again, no good. Rebound tipped away out of bounds. Checking in for BPC. Number 30, Miley Chenoweth, and number 23, Trinity Williams. 3 on the way off the iron, no good by Hodges. Ball loose on the floor is going to go out of bounds off of United. It'll stay with BP or go back to BPC. Jones will bring it up. We're under 3 to play, 2:55 to go. 2-0 lead for United. And we're going to get a moving screen on Chenoweth for BPC. That will be her first and team foul number 1 on the Spartans. Good idea there, Brandon. Just you've got to hold it and not run through your screen.
Right. That's something that takes practice, but you know what? Hey, we got to shout out for the effort on that.
As United Red Storm with it, that's Hodges to Westart. Cross court, they're going to go to number 10, Lair. To Dutton. She's going to lost the handle momentarily, got it back. Westart to Lair. Down to 2:22 to go. Inside Sutton, free throw line. Kicks it back out to Hodges. Good defense by BPC on this set for United. Gonna go free throw line. Sutton looks some help, gets it back to Hodges. Free throw line, has her shot blocked by Jones, and Kleindet's going to pick up the basketball for BPC. She's going to drive all the way down, going to go baseline. Reverse layup, up, no good. Rebound momentarily in favor of BPC, and it is, as good hustle by McCleary, picked it up and threw it to Jones. As we're under 2 to go, 1:45 to play. Jones going to pop one from 3. It's good. BPC on the board. Jersey Jones with a 3-pointer for BPC and a 3-2 Spartan lead. So we're under 1.5 minutes to play. Shot up by Lair, no good. Rebound down to BPC. It's going to go off the Spartans out of bounds. They'll go back to United.
Number 2, Bernhardt. Number 11,
Addie Bernhardt, number 2, and number 11, Cameron Poston, into the ball game for United. And we're going to see Lily Griffiths check in for the first time for BPC, number 10, as McCleary will have a seat on the Spartan bench. Hodges with it, now left wing into the far near corner. That's Shimon. And the ball going to be poked away out of bounds. It'll stay with United. Number 1 back for the Red Storm. Number 1 is Ella Brown. She'll check in for Emma Lair. Hodges will get the inbound pass back to Brown. Shimon with it now near corner. Top shot by number 2, Bernhardt, up a little short. And the rebound down to the Spartans. We're down to 1:05 to play. 3-2 our score. Jones going to step just inside the 3-point line. Shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound down to number 15, Cora Shimon. She's going to kick it over to now Brown's going to fire up a 3, no good. Rebound kicks to Hodges. And Brown has it back, and they're going to reset with 45 seconds to go. Shot up, no good. And we're going to get a foul on the shot by Bernhardt underneath on United. On number 11, Cameron Poston. That will be her second. Team foul number 3 on the Red Storm. Jules Krebs back for BPC. Also, Abby Nelson back in as Jones will have a seat. Number 20, Emma Green, in for the first time for United. 42.1 seconds to play. 3-2 lead for BPC. Nelson, right-hand dribble. Try to drive in and hits her head. It's holding her head, back of her head. She tried to cut through 2 players and goes down. .32.5 seconds to go. Why don't we do this? We'll step aside for a moment, and we'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a moment.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others. A lot of people don't realize that you don't have to live with the dizziness day to day, especially concussions as well, that we can treat those things here. Same with pain, you don't have to live with the pain that you're experiencing. We have the ability to help you. Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 32 and a half seconds to go, 3-2 lead for BPC. Abby Nelson able to get up off the floor under her own power. Took a pretty good pop to the back of the head, Brandon, on that, and you don't like to see that. Still holding the back of the head to run down into the tunnel to get her ice pack, but don't like to see that happen.
No, you don't, but you do like to see them walk off like she did. Hopefully we do see her back.
United basketball, three-pointer from the right wing, up and good for Addie Bernhardt. That'll put United on top, 5-3. Baseline, that is Krebs. No, that was Chenoweth, I apologize. Hurt shot, no. Brown going the other way. Kick it out, left wing three, off the back iron, no good by Hodges. And Krebs down with the basketball, and BPC not going to get a shot off here at the end of the opening quarter. It's 5-3 in favor of United. We'll be back in just a moment. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are gonna watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back. Second quarter getting ready to start. BPC basketball, 5-3 in favor of United. Jones with it. Right wing now to McCleary. She'll drive in, free throw line to Chenoweth. She's going to drive baseline, picks it up, gets it out to Kleinditz. Kleinditz going to put it on the floor left hand, picks up the dribble, is going to go up off the glass, and a good look there. Justice Kleinditz ties it at 5 apiece, her first two of the contest. United the other way, Bernhardt with it. Free throw line to Green. Emma Laird with it. Three up by Bernhardt, no good. Rebound up and no good. Going to go out of bounds off of, I believe, Cora Shimon. It'll go back to BPC. Tied at 5, 7-11 to play here in our first half. Jones will bring it up for the Spartans. Right-hand dribble, looking for some help. Gets it to Jones at the free throw line. Kleinditz. Now back to McCleary. She's going to try and kick it in the nice save by Jones. BPC comes up with it. Kleinitz now Chenoweth going to drive in up off the glass and good. Miley Chenoweth, her first 2 of the contest, and BPC now up by 2, 7-5. Left wing Lair. Cross court to Bernhardt. Brown. Far corner to number 15, Cora Shimon. Lair with it now to Bernhardt. 3 up left side is a little long, and the rebound down to BPC. That is Jules Cripps with the rebound. Going to go inside to Kleinitz. Up, counted, and a foul. Justice Kleinitz draws the foul, have a shot at a 3-point play. Foul on number 20, Emma Green, her first. Team's first into the ball game, number 13, Katie Dutton. And also coming back for United, Cameron Poston. 1 free throw coming up. Kleinitz with 4 on the evening. Free throw up, and it's off the glass and in. Kleinitz now with 5, and BPC now all of a sudden has doubled up the Red Storm. 10-5. Ball loose going to go out of bounds off of BPC. It'll stay with the Red Storm.
Bushnell really showing some life here early in the second quarter, scoring 7 points quite quickly within the first 2 minutes.
Yeah, after not scoring until about a minute or 2 left in the opening quarter. Red Storm with it. That is Lair. She's going to drive in, picks up the dribble, goes to Dutton. Bounce pass inside, stole away by Kleinitz and the Spartans. Here comes BPC again. Jones. Right side to Chenoweth. On top, McCleary. McCleary going to drive in, going to try to go baseline. Bumped a little bit. Nice bounce pass out to Jones. She'll fire one up a little long. No good. Rebound loose on the floor. Nice hustle there by Kleinitz, diving and throwing it out to a teammate there to keep from getting a traveling violation. Chenoweth with it, off to McCleary. Screen, attempted screen there from Jones. Krepp's going to fire up a 3 from the far corner. It's good. Jules Kreps for the 3-pointer for BPC, and now a 8-point Spartan lead, 13-8. Ella Brown with it, number 1, back to Emma Lair. Number 10, bounce pass. They try to go inside to Poston, and the bounce pass a little strong, and BPC coming the other way. That's Jones, picks up the dribble to McCleary. McCleary going to drive and kicks it out. Krepp's going to fire up another 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by Dutton. It'll stay with BPC. Ava, we start back for the Red Storm is number 10, Emma Lair, going to have a seat over on the Red Storm bench. Jones takes the inbound pass, no on the shot, rebound loose, tipped around and controlled by Westart for the Red Storm. 4.5 to play here in our first half. Bounce pass into Poston, poked away. We're going to get a loose ball foul, I think, on Kleinitz for BPC. That will be her first, team's first. Westart got the inbound pass for the Red Storm. Inside to Dutton. She's going to bounce out. Brown going to fire up a 3. It's Banks in. The bank is open this late. Ella Brown with 3. That gives her 5. Breaks a little bit of a scoring run there for BPC. Now 13-8. 5-point Spartan lead. McCleary to Chenoweth, right wing. Picks up the dribble to Jones. Krepp's going to pop one from 16. Hits off the back there. No good. Rebound down to Natalie Hodges. And she's going to be tied up by Jones. It'll stay or go back to United.
Number 10, Griffiths. Number 23, Williams.
Trinity Williams, 23. And Lily Griffiths back for BPC. Quick 3 up, no good by United. That was number 12 on the shot, Natalie Hodges. Jones with it for BPC. She'll drive and picks up the dribble, looks for some help, gets it out to Williams. Williams picked up by Dutton. Williams going to drive baseline. Throws it back on top to Jones. 3:25 to go. First half. McCleary going to drive in, baseline. Nice shot up and off the glass on the left side. Kendall McCleary with 2, her first 2 of the contest. And United going to take a full timeout here with a 7-point lead for BPC at 15 to 8. 3:16 to play. We'll be back in just a moment here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
Welcome back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Chris Frankhauser, Brandon Thomas here on this Saturday evening. We're brought to you by King Family Chiropractic with locations Bushnell and Macomb. They support BPC Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC. That's 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85. Red Storm basketball, quick 3 up by Hodges, no good. Good rebound there by Poston. And we're going to get a jump ball, and alternating possession will go to BPC. See Lily Griffiths back in for BPC. Also, Chenoweth back out of the timeout for the Spartans. McCleary going to bump into Hodges, and I think Hodges is going to be whistled for the foul. That will be her first, and team foul number 2 on the Red Storm. McCleary with the basketball for the Spartans. Under 3 to go, 2:55. Chenoweth from 16 off the glass, halfway down and back out. Ball to the Red Storm, number 10, Emma Lair with it, right side. She'll drive baseline. It's going to spin, pick up the dribble. She's going to be tied up by Kleindenst. And it'll stay with the Red Storm with 2:39 to play.
Chris, I don't even want to know how many jump balls we've had already.
I think we're in double digits already. There were a lot in that opening quarter. And nice lob going to be poked away briefly by BPC. Shot up by Brown, no good. And rebound down to Kleindenst. She'll outlet to Chenoweth. Chenoweth going to drive in baseline right side. A little too strong on the shot, but she's going to draw the body contact on number 11. Nope, they're going to say Dutton, number 13, and that's going to put Miley Chenoweth at the line for a couple of free throws. First one up, and a little short.
Number 15, Shimon checking in for the Red Storm.
Of course, Shimon back for United. Chenoweth with one more. She's got 2 on the contest. And lane violation on BPC, so wave off the free throw. Keeps the score at 15 to 8. 2:27 to play. Brown will bring it up. Left side, quick shot, 3 up and good by Natalie Hodges. Quickly the other way, 15-11 now in favor of BPC. Clary picks up her dribbles, looking for some help. Is going to have it stolen away by Dutton. She's looking for some help. Well, yeah. Over and back violation on United.
And you could probably hear there in the background the United fans not happy with the call.
It was pretty close, but I thought maybe she was just a tick on the backside of midcourt. Corey going to go inside to Chenoweth. Chenoweth going to scoop one off the glass. No, rebound still loose. Corralled by BPC. McCleary is going to fire up one, bank it in. Kendall McCleary with a couple of field goals here in the second quarter. Pushes the lead back to 6 for BPC, 17-11. Hodges to Dutton. Now to Lair. Brown going to drive baseline on Chenoweth, and she's going to get a foul on Chenoweth as she did cut to the baseline. I believe that will be number 2 on Miley Chenoweth. Team second here in the second quarter. Minute 34 to play. 17-11 in favor of BPC. Brown to inbound. Lobs it up as to Hodges. That is Lair, Emma Lair with it. Cross court to Brown. She's going to fire up a 3 and hit it. Ella Brown with another 3. That's back-to-back 3s for her. And the lead back to 4, just 17-14. And now stolen away by United. Here comes Lair. And defense by BPC is going to force a traveling violation on United. Jones and Krebs back for BPC as Williams and Griffiths have a seat on the BPC bench. 1:05 to play. Jones with it, looking for some help. Gets it to Chenoweth. Over to McCleary. McCleary going to dribble through a double team to Kleinetz. Back out Jones. Or that was Krebs. I'm sorry. Now Jones with the basketball. Her shot up a little strong. No good. Rebound down to Brown for the Red Storm. 45 seconds to play. Brown right side. Right wing's going to go over to Hodges. Cross court back to Lair. 35 seconds to play. Brown with it. On top. Needs some help. He's going to put the ball on the floor. Cut off by McCleary. Lair. Back to Brown. Hodges, left wing, inside Dutton free throw line. Looking for shot up by number 15, Shimon. No, and we're going to get a out-of-bounds call off of the United Red Storm. It'll be BPC basketball, 18.3 seconds to play. Spartans with a 3-point lead, 17-14. Inside pass to Kleindens. Her shot up and good. Justice Kleindens was 7 in the quarter, and BPC back up by 5. Brown going to drive baseline on McCleary and Chenoweth. No on the shot, but she's going to draw the contact and go to the line for 2. Kendall McCleary whistled for her first, team's third. First one up and good for Ella Brown. That gives her 9 points in the contest. 19-15. 3 seconds on the clock. BPC up by that 4-point margin. Second one no good. Rebound loose and picked up by Chenoweth. And that will do it for the opening half of play. Little slow start for both squads here, Brandon, but both teams picked up the scoring in the second quarter. And we've got a 4-point lead for BPC at the break.
Ella Brown playing very good, stepping up, standing out with 9 points for United here in the first half. And Bushnell, a lot of scoring from each individual player that's seen the court. 19-15 here at halftime, Lady Spartans lead.
So we will step aside for our MDH halftime interview here, and we will be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, in just a moment, or a few moments, and we'll have some updated stats and scoring summary for you on this one. Again, halftime 19-14 in favor of the United Red Storm, or the Spartans, I should say. We'll be back here in just a moment.
And welcome back. I'm here with Emily Alden now. And Emily, patient advocate, is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
That sounds like a title that encompasses a whole lot. Let's first put it in simple words if you can, and then we'll kind of go in depth a little bit.
Yes, as the patient advocate, there is a lot to do in the role, but it's a fantastic opportunity. So generally speaking, I will help patients. I will talk about the service that they have here and just in general measure the patient experience for the entire organization.
Well, speaking of knowing the entire organization, kind of the theme has been everybody knows everybody at MDH because you're a smaller rural hospital, even though MDH offers a lot. You literally have to probably know everybody or most everybody, because you need to know what each thing's going to happen if that patient's dealing with it.
Yes, that's very true. When I first stepped into the role about a year ago, it was really an interesting and fantastic opportunity to get to know all of the departments, how they work together and individually, and just to see the well-oiled machine.
Well, patient care, obviously, at a hospital is key. You're a key part of that. What is it about patient care at MDH that makes MDH special?
Service excellence internally to provide the best patient care is top of mind here for all of our staff across every single level, every single department, and the organization as a whole. It's a big focus. So we make sure that we take care of our patients and that they have the best experience possible. We're very open to feedback. We always want to improve in areas that we can improve. So we always have open ears. We always appreciate the feedback that we receive.
You are working with all departments. And when a patient comes in, let's say they come into the ER and then they come to ICU and then they go to the floor, your job kind of is to let the patients know what you can do, right? Or what you offer, or what they can do. Am I missing that? Is that correct?
Yes, actually, our case management department is instrumental with that side of things. Every once in a while, I'll step in and just check in on patients, see how their experience overall is going, to collect that feedback and see if we can implement any changes to make it even better.
So you deal with patients in so many different departments, and really they can go all the way from getting here in the ER to physical therapy on the way out, right?
Yes, absolutely. So MDH has a lot to offer our patients. So while you're here, if you're just running in for some outpatient tests, whether it's lab work or visiting our radiology department, convenience clinic, visiting your primary care provider over at MDH Family Clinic, emergency room, labor and delivery. There are so many different departments that work so well together, and our team is a family. The organization in itself is a family, and so everybody does a great job at trying to understand what departments do that aren't their own, so that way we can make it a seamless experience for our patients.
Well, and then as a patient advocate, right, you just kind of all that together and look at it, right, and then see, as patient A comes through, what can we do to make patient B, who might follow them, a little bit better next time?
Absolutely.
So as you do that, what kind of things do you look for? I mean, what I would imagine with MDH, as it continues to improve, mm-hmm. you start looking for smaller things, right? So the obvious things are maybe gone, so then you start looking at little things to make the sometimes the worst experience of their life, right, a little bit better as they work through.
Yes, most definitely. So you never know what kind of day somebody's having when they walk through our doors, and you don't know what they're necessarily here for. So it's important to keep an open mind and take a look at what can we ask them that's specific to their experience. Why are they here? Comfort them and make sure that we ask the right questions so that we can purposefully pull out information that we can work on.
Yeah, and I think we've talked a lot about different things from different people. You're, besides Bill, the CEO, you're the one person that kind of helps with, like, it gets your hands in a little bit of everything as far as the patient is concerned. Everybody's talked about it being a family, and you've even mentioned it being a family. Does the fact that everybody knows everybody as far as employees, from the CEO down to the CNAs, does that kind of make your job a little bit easier?
Absolutely. When you're a family, you care about each other, and we are all here for one purpose, and that is to provide the best experience for our patients that we possibly can. So when you are a tight-knit family, it's just great to be, we're a community, a family, a community, and we are here to serve our patients. And when everybody has that one purpose, it's a great feeling.
Well, Emily, I appreciate you stopping and talking to us, and keep fighting for the patients.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much.
We'll be back after this.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 19-15 in favor of BPC. Tell you about Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta sandwiches and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. Well, Brandon, not much scoring in that first quarter, but both teams picked it up in the second quarter as it was a 5-3 lead for United after one. And BPC outscored the Red Storm 16-10 in that second quarter to take a 4-point lead at 19-15.
Yep, there in the second quarter, Bushnell scored a quick 7 points within the first minute, 57. And that really lit a fire under them for the rest of the quarter. Kind of excited to see what happens here in the second half. We got a tight one, a 4-point game here at halftime, or going into the third quarter.
And our scoreboard has decided to jump ahead to the fourth quarter already. And sometimes it responds really well when you click on stuff, and other times not so much. So we'll get that fixed and back to the third quarter, and there we go. It'll be BPC basketball. Krebs to inbound to Jones. Jones picks up their dribble, left wing into Kleinditz. Kleinditz going to put it on the floor, kicks it over to McCleary. Krebs going to fire one from 18 and hits. Oh, they're going to say it is a three-pointer. I wasn't sure if she was beyond the three-point line or not, but that's her second three of the contest for Jules Krebs. Now a 7-point lead for BPC at 22-15. Brown to Western. Over to Lair. Cut off by Chenoweth. She's going to pop one off the back iron. No good. Rebound controlled by Kleinditz for BPC. Gets it over to Jones. Far side to Krebs. McCleary right wing. Chenoweth on top. Back to Krebs. She's going to drive baseline. Going to float one up and gets it to go. Nice little floater from Jules Krebs. She's got 8. Now a 9-point lead, the biggest of the night for BPC. Brown the other way, free throw line jumper won't go. BPC comes up with a rebound. That is Krebs. She's going to outlet to McCleary. McCleary going to drive baseline, cut off, back over to Krebs. Krebs going to drive in. That little floater again, a little short this time. Rebound down to Emma Lair for the Red Storm. She'll bring it up. Right hand, right wing. Bounce pass to Brown's going to go through her legs, out of bounds to BPC. See number 13, and Katie Dutton back for the Red Storm.
Katie Dutton, she comes off the bench and she comes out and she plays with a whole lot of heart and soul. She does a lot of right things.
Yes, she does. BPC basketball. Far corner, that is Jones, Jersey Jones. To Krebs. Krebs going to bounce it into Kleindens. Kleindens going to go left hand or right hand, and bank shot in and out again for Chenoweth. She's had a couple of those go down and come back out, and it'll stay with BPC with 6:06 to play here in the third quarter. Krebs to inbound for the Spartan. Bounce pass into Kleindetz. Tries to go up, loses the handle on it. Ball loose on the floor. And Dutton on the floor for the Red Storm with Kleindetz. It'll go to the Red Storm with 6:02 to play here in the third quarter, 24-15. Ella Brown with it. Goes near corner to Lair. Picked up by Jones. Lob inside to Poston. Back to Brown. Over to Westart. She's going to pop a three up. No good. Rebound to Chenoweth. It was all white jerseys underneath the basket on that missed shot by United. Jones going to push it quickly the other way. And she's going to get tied up. Nope, we're going to get a reach and foul on Ava Westart. Her first. And team's first here in the third quarter. Kleindetz with it back to Chenoweth. Chenoweth going to go up strong. She's going to be fouled. And she'll go to the line for two. The foul on number 10, Emma Lair. Her first, team second. To the line is Miley Chenoweth. She's 0-2 from the line in the contest. This one up, and this one a high rainmaker there, but it's good. And pushes the lead for BPC to double digits for the first time at 25-15. Second one up, and second one is good. That gives her 4. Now an 11-point lead for BPC at 26-15. 5:20 to go. Brown with it. To Westart. Lair. Bounce pass into Poston. Kicking around. Brown from the left side is up and good. Third three of the contest for Ella Brown. She's got 12, and the lead cut to 26-18 in favor of BPC. Ball loose on the floor. Chenoweth doing a nice job. They looped it over to McCleary. Three ball up and good for Jersey Jones. Her second of the contest. BPC now up by 11, 29-18. Brown going to kick it around. Western going to fire up a three, no good. Rebound going to be a tie up and go to BPC. Natalie Hodges back for United for Ava Western. And Bernhardt back as Emma Lair will have a seat on the Red Storm bench. 4:32 to play, 29-18. In favor of BPC. We see Griffiths and Williams in as Kleindet's going to check out. Also McCleary.
Thinking we had a bit of an equipment issue with the hairband or something. I think Wyatt McGrew was talking to the coaching staff from United about one of the players, and I seen somebody pull something out of their hair.
And a blocking foul on the far side on number 12. Hodges, her second, team's third. Jones will take the inbound from Griffiths. Go in to Krebs, and she's going to drive baseline and is going to be bumped by number 12 again. Hodges, her third. Team's fourth. Leslie Rodriguez into the ball game for the first time for United. Krebs to inbounds, gets it to Williams. Williams going to drive baseline. Lost the handle on it and stolen away by United. Here comes Ella Brown. She's going to be cut off by Chenoweth, and the ball going to go out of bounds to BPC.
How about that defense by Chenoweth blocking out from the baseline and possibly taking a charge there.
Yeah, kind of last minute because I heard the coaching staff for BPC yelling for the players to turn around, and she slid in just at the right time to force the turnover. Inside pass going to be stolen away by United. Brown will bring it up for the Red Storm. 3:40 to go. Inside they go. Poston kick it out to Bernhardt. Now Rodriguez. Going to be tipped away by Jones. Bernhardt going to go inside the post and poked away by BPC. Ball still loose on the floor and controlled by Brown. The shot going to be well short, air ball out of bounds. Griffin's taking a little bit of a shot to the right side of her head, so she's okay. 3:13 to go. Jones will bring it up, picked up by Bernhardt, poked away by the Red Storm. The entry pass, Brown going to bring it back the other way to Bernhardt. They're going to try to go into Poston, and Poston went one way, the ball the other, and BPC up with the basketball. That's Williams. Gets it to Jones. Picked up her dribble, needs some help. Gets it over to Griffiths, and it's going to go out of bounds off United. It'll stay with BPC. McCleary and Kleinden's back for BPC. Williams with it. Goes to the left hand, spin move, shot up off the glass and off the front rim, no. Rebound down to Elma Lair for United. Here come the Red Storm the other way. Kick out to Brown. Brown's going to fire up another three. In and out, no good. Rebound still loose on the floor. Picked up by United. Back to Brown. Lair with it. She's going to pop one from 16. In and out, no good. Rebound still loose and controlled finally by Chenoweth for BPC. 2:15 to go. Kleinden's going to go the right side, going to drive all the way underneath the basket, kicks it over to Griffiths. Over to Chenoweth. McCleary with it. She's going to pop from 18 off the... that was an odd bounce. It hit, kind of died on the back of the rim and falls in for Kendall McCleary. She's got 6. Timeout taken by United. 30-second timeout, so we will keep it right here. 31-18. Tell you about Farmers and Merchants State Bank. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchants State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home, agricultural lending, and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchant is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Don't forget, chat us up. Let us know where you're listening into on this Saturday evening. Chris Frankhauser, Brandon Thomas here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. United basketball out of the timeout. Brown will bring it up. Right wing to Rodriguez. Over to Brown. She's going to pop another three and hits. 4-3 of the night for Emma Brown for United. Cuts the lead back to 10, 31-21. And we're going to get a foul, I think a screen. Legal screen, offensive foul on Kendall McCleary. Her second, team's first. Rodriguez now with the basketball for United. Has it poked away by Chenoweth. Got the basketball back. Brown's going to pop one from about 15. No good Dutton there for the rebound. She's looking for some help. Needs some help. Good defense by Chenoweth. And we're going to get a 5-second call. Great defense there by Miley Chenoweth for BPC.
I seen that coming, and yes, like you said, very great defense there. In-your-face, smash-mouth defense there.
Shimon and Green back for the Red Storm. Minute 15 to play. Third quarter, McCleary will bring it up for the Spartans. Screen from Williams, she'll go baseline. And we're going to have blocking foul on United. I believe that will be on Brown. Her second.
Fouls on Brown, her second.
Team's fifth, and that'll put Kendall McCleary at the line for 2. First one up. First one is good. Gives McCleary 7. 32-21, 11-point lead. 1:07 to play here in the third. McCleary's second one just draws the front of the iron. Kleinden's there for the rebound. Put it up, in, and a foul. Foul on number 20. Emma Green is her second. Kleinden's with 9, could get to double digits with this. Free throws off the right side. Rebound down to Green for United. 34-21, 13-point lead. Brown kicks it over to Lair. Lair's going to pop one. Won't go. Rebound loose on the floor. Picked up by Chenoweth. Gets it over to Kleinden's. Kleinden's going to drive over and bowl over number 1, Ella Brown, and that'll be the second on Kleinden's. Team foul number 2 on the Spartans. Clock down to 41.8 seconds to play. Brown, right side to Rodriguez. Over to Lair. Lair, right hand dribbles. Right wing, over to Brown. Brown going to pop another 3 and hits. 3 threes in the quarter for Ella Brown. 34-24, back to a 10-point lead for BPC. Chenoweth going to drive the lane. She's going to float one up. No rebound. Stolen back by Chenoweth. She's going to lose a handle on it. Ball loose on the floor. Good hustle by Griffiths and Rodriguez, but it's going to go off Rodriguez to BPC. Clock down to just 7 seconds to go. McCleary with it. Down to 5. Williams. She's going to have it poked away by Brown, and that will end the third quarter with BPC on top by 10, 34-24. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live with the fourth quarter in just a moment.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
The thing I enjoy most is that we take care of a wide variety of people in our community. I see infants through teenagers and mothers and fathers, and I really enjoy that.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, Chris Reichhauser and Brandon Thomas here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Fourth quarter underway. United basketball as they trail by 10. Brown's going to swing left wing to Lair. Bounce pass inside to Poston. She's going to come up with a basketball, and we're going to get a tie-up. Good job. I think that was Krebs and for BPC that just checked back in. Ties up Poston. It'll go to the Spartans as Krebs also Jersey Jones back for BPC. She's going to drive down the floor, pops a 3. Rebound down to McCleary for BPC, I believe. Nope, that is Kleinden's, and that'll put her in double figures now with 11. Right wing to Poston. All loose on the floor. And it'll go to BPC. (36-24) in favor of BPC. Jones will bring it up at the Spartan logo. Looking for some help. Kicks it over to Krebs. Krebs going to pop another 3 and hits. Jules Cripps with her third three of the night. That puts her at 11 points in the contest as well. 39-24, biggest lead of the night, 15 for BPC. And we're going to get a jump ball as Hodges went up for the shot, or Lair, I should say, not Hodges, that was Lair. And it'll stay with United with 7:02 to play. Inbound, three ball up by Hodges. No, and Jones with the rebound for BPC. So bring it up, kick to Krebs. Krebs going to drive in, a little teardrop floater, no good. Rebound down to post, or nope, that is 15, my apologies. Cora Shimon with a rebound for United. Prout going to swing over, Lair going to pop a three, and it's along Chenoweth there for the rebound. And we're going to get a body foul bump on Hodges. That will be her fourth, team's first. She'll check out. Number 2, Addie Bernhardt back for United. 6:30 to play here, fourth quarter. 39-24 lead for BPC. McCleary and Jones on the wrong page. There's Jones went to throw the ball to McCleary. McCleary went one way, and the basketball went the other. But they're going to be bailed out there as it was last touched by the Red Storm. McCleary over to Chenoweth. She'll swing it over to Krebs. Back to McCleary. Shot by Krebs, a little short rebound down to Brown for United. Here come the Red Storm. Brown thought about popping a three, and it's going to be poked out of bounds off of McCleary. They'll stay with United with 6 to play.
Number 24, Westart.
Ava Westart back for United. 5-0 run for the Spartans to start the fourth quarter. Three by Bernhardt up, no good. Rebound down to Westart. Her jumper up and good. Ava Westart with her first 2 of the contest. Back to an 13-point lead, I should say, 39-26. Ball going to go out of bounds off of BPC to United.
I think Bushnell got a timeout.
Yep, you are correct, Brandon. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. We can tell you about M&B Furniture. They're Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community. They offer free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. Also brought to you by Midwest Ice. Do you need ice for your upcoming event? Look no further. Midwest Ice has you covered. Midwest Ice is Central Illinois' newest ice delivery service. They deliver ice to your event. Call Blaine Wrench at 309-351-8192 for a quote today. And we're going to get a foul on the inbound. That'll put Kleinden's at the line.
Kleinden's really working for that position to get the ball right there into her at the block. And, I mean, she just really got in there and worked for that. And now she gets herself sent to the line.
She'll miss the first foul on Ava Westart, her second, team second. Leslie Rodriguez, and number 10, Emma Lair back for United. Kleinden's with one more. He's got 11 in the contest. Second one up, and it's off the back iron. No good. Rebound down to Poston. 5:45 to play. Outlet to Lair. She'll bring it up across midcourt for the Red Storm. Over to Westart. She's going to have it poked away by McCleary. Back to Lair. Over to Westart inside. That is Shimon. Free throw line to Rodriguez. Lair. Near corner picked up by Chenoweth. They're going to go into Poston, and we're going to get a foul over the back on Kleinden's. That'll be her third, team foul number 1 on BPC. Going to see Griffiths and Williams back for BPC. For McCleary and Chenoweth. Inbound to Shimon, now to Westart. She's going to drive baseline. Thought about a shot, gets it back to Shimon. She'll pick it up and give it to Lair. Westart. Thought about a jumper there from just beyond the three-point line. Far corner now to Lair. Down to 4:50 to play. Rodriguez. Free throw line, hands off to Shimon. Westart going to pop a long three. It's off, no good. Good hustle there by Rodriguez to corral the loose ball. Shimon's going to pop from the free throw line, extended and hits. Cora Shimon with her first two of the contest for United. 39-28, 11-point lead for BPC. 4.5 to play. Krepp's going to drive in, going to have it stolen away. And we're going to get a jump ball to stay with BPC. Kreps to trigger the inbound for BPC. Gets it to Kleindenz. To Jones. Kreps. Three-pointer. Nope, two. Just inside the three-point line. Jules Kreps now with 13. High scorer for BPC. 41-28 lead. Back to 13. Nearly stolen away by Kleindenz. Shipman going to go up for the shot. She's going to be fouled and go to the line for two. Cora Shimon, 2 points in the contest. Foul going to be on Griffiths. I think they said the United player, Lair, as the first one by Shimon up, no good. (20) Emma Green back for United. Cora Shimon with one more. Shimon, a freshman for the Red Storm. This one rattles off the front rim and in. She's got three. As number 13, Katie Dutton, back into the ball game for United. 41-29, 4 minutes halfway through this fourth quarter here at BPC High School. Pass to Kreps is going to be poked out of bounds. It'll stay with BPC. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Chris Rankhauser and Brandon Thomas here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Jones with it, picked up by Rodriguez. Screen from Kreps. Give and go to Kreps. She will lose the handle on the floor. Kleinet's got it back, pops it out to Jones. 15-footer for Jersey Jones is up and good. She's got 8 in the contest. 43-29, 14-point lead now for BPC. Blair with it, left wing, now to Westart. Inside, they're going to try to go to Shimon, cut off by Kleinetz. She'll get it to Jones. 3:15 to play. Jones going to swing it around. Left wing, three by Williams. Up a little long. Rebound there by Griffiths. No. Kleinetz with a follow-up. It's up and good. (13) now for Justice Kleinetz. 45-29, 16-point lead for BPC. Shot by Westart. In and out, no good. William with the rebound for BPC. Jones with it for BPC. She's going to pop one up. Way too much mustard on that shot, and I'm going to get a foul on Kleindenz for BPC, and that is number 4. Nope, scratch that. That's going to go on Jersey Jones, her first. I should know by now, Brandon, not to guess on some of these fouls because I'm usually not right.
It happens. Sometimes it's just a guessing game.
As we see Bernhardt back for United, also Brown, 2:30 to play. Going to get a hand check foul on McCleary. Her third. Team's third. Oh, I'm one behind. Team's fourth. Well, start with it. Now Brown. Brown's going to drive baseline, cut off by Jones. Ball thrown off the face, I think, of McCleary. It'll stay with United. Brown to inbound. Gets us to Green. Her shot too strong. Rebound down to Chenoweth for BPC. Gets it to Williams. In to Griffiths. Gets it out to Chenoweth. Her shot, no. Rebound loose on the floor to Brown. And good heads-up play by Jones as she'll get in there and force the jump ball. It'll go to United with 2:02 to play. Leslie Rodriguez back in the ball game for United. Ava Westart will go to the bench for the Red Storm. Brown to Rodriguez, back to Brown. Brown's going to pick up the dribble to Bernhardt. Inside they go to Dutton, inside to Green. Shot up, in and out, no good. But Green going to go to the line for 2 free throws here for the Red Storm.
Everybody in the gym thought that was in and wanted that to be in for her. Now hopefully she can put these 2 in for the Lady Red Storm.
Foul on Williams, her first. Team's 5th. Green free throw, the first one no good. She creeps back as Jones will check out. Free throw no good on the second. Tapped around and out of bounds off of Rodriguez. Good hustle there for Leslie Rodriguez, a sophomore for United, but couldn't corral it. And it'll go back to a BPC with 1:40 to play. Inside Williams, her shot won't go either. Kind of rolled all the way around the rim, but she's going to go to the free throw line for 2. Foul on Dutton, I believe. Team's second, her other way around. No, I was right the first time. Oh boy, me and the fouls. Williams at the line for 2, off the glass and in. First point of the contest for Williams. 46-29. Second one off the back iron, no good. Rebound to Krebs. A heads-up play as she threw it off of Rodriguez. It'll stay with BPC. Krebs to trigger, gets it to Chenoweth. She's going to drive baseline, reverse layup a little too strong. Rebound to Williams. She's going to go back up, and she's going to be fouled again and go back to the line. That'll either be on Dutton or Rodriguez, and it's going to go on Rodriguez, her first, team's 4th. Trinity Williams back to the line, 1-2, her last trip. Clock down to 1:25 to play. First one up, and I don't know that it hit any of the rim on the right side.
I don't think so. I think it got all glass.
She'll have one more. Second one off the back and the front of the rim.
Now that one got a lot of rim.
Yes, it did. So she's got 2 points. Another point for BPC, 47-29, 18-point lead. Brown off the dribble over to Bernhardt. She's going to drive baseline on Chenoweth to Brown. And now Chenoweth going to come up with it now. McCleary up and good on the layup. She's got 9. 49-29, a 20-point lead for BPC. Rodriguez going to fire up a 3. No. Rebound loose on the floor. Under a minute to go, 50 seconds to go, as it'll be a tie-up between Rodriguez and McCleary. And it will stay with it will go to BPC, I should say. 48.5 seconds to play. 20-point lead for BPC, 49-29. Krebs. 2 Griffiths, 2 Williams. Williams going to float one up a little too strong. Brown there for the rebound, under 30 to play now. Brown's going to stop right wing, 3 up and good. My goodness, that is her 5th 3 of the contest. 6th 3, my apologies. She's got 6 3-pointers for the Red Storm. 49-32. Out on Rodriguez, her 2nd. That'll put Kendall McCleary at the line for 2. First one up and good. 2 of 3 thus far for McCleary from the line. Gets them both. She's got 11 in the contest. 51-32. Down to 10 seconds to play. Rodriguez going to have it stolen away by Krebs. Back to Brown. Dutton with it. Dutton's going to drive in, float one up a little short. Rebound down to Chenoweth, or Griffiths. And that will do it. 51-32. Our final score. BPC with a win. So the Spartans make it a three-peat. Boys with 2 wins last night, and the girls a win this evening at 51-32. We'll be back in just a couple of moments with the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show and get some final scoring stats, and we'll get a chance to talk to Coach Schwartz here in just a couple minutes. You're tuned in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, Coach Schwartz joining us quickly. I was still doing commercials there. He snuck up on us a little early.
No worries.
Good win for you guys. Start wasn't what you wanted there in that first quarter. Neither team could kind of find the basket at all.
Right.
But you guys really came out, I thought, in that second, third, and fourth quarter and played really good. 16-10 advantage in that second quarter to get you guys on top, and then you guys just kind of continued kind of doing what you needed to do on the offensive end.
Yeah, every time we go into halftime, my thing I always leave the locker room saying is, hey, let's have a better second half than we did the first half, And we played a good first half, so my message to them was just to come out and don't let up, and they've got to set the tone and keep it going. With Abby going down, we were down 1, so I just said, hey, you guys got to be ready to go, be ready to play.
Yeah, and I was going to say that. With you guys, with your numbers, what they are, to lose a player early on like Abby, you go from 8 to 7. You're right where you've only got a couple players on your bench, but I thought the girls responded really well to that. And, you finished with Kleinden's 13, Krebs with 13, and McCleary with 11. So you really like when you can get 3 or 4 of your players in double figures.
Absolutely, yeah. They came together, when Abby went down, and they actually elevated themselves, and that's what we look for is we look for players that, when we're up against the wall, that they fight through and they do what they need to do. So I was super proud of the way they came out and played. And we didn't get in foul trouble, and that's a big thing when you have low numbers.
Yeah,
so,
right. Well, and defensively, I thought did really well. The Brown girl, she could have hit anything a dime.
I know,
21 points
was,
she's got.
yeah,
I think they
lights
have
out from
6 threes for her in the contest.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I thought you guys did a really good job, especially inside. They didn't get a lot of looks inside tonight.
No, and I was worried because watching them warm up, they're a taller team.
Yeah.
And so that's why we came out in our 2-3, to kind of eat up that space down low, and so they can't get it inside easier. So and those 2 guards that played up top, whoever it was, whenever they were in, played really well. Rotating and at a high post and coming out and playing ball. And so yeah, I was just super happy with the way they came out and denied the ball getting inside.
Well, and when they did get looks, you guys, I thought, did another thing, really good job defensively. I don't remember them getting a lot of second and third looks, especially in that second half.
Yeah, we did a good job at boxing out and getting the ball in our hands, when a shot does go up. And, that's one thing that we really have been working hard on is, every time a shot leaves a person's hands, you've got to find the opposite color jersey, box them out, and get yourself in better position than them. So they did a great job at that.
Yeah, so 51-32. I talked with Coach Snyder last night. It's been about a month since either one of you has seen the home floor. So
yeah,
2 good wins for them last night. So, the Spartans are 3-0 here in the new year.
Right,
and to start the year off, you guys are all undefeated here
right?
at home. And back at it next week. I know you got some games coming up next week, and we'll be here for those. And
Awesome.
we appreciate it, Coach. Thanks for sneaking up on us early
Yeah,
here.
of
Appreciate
course, man. I
it.
appreciate
Coach
you guys
Schwartz,
being here.
thank you so much for coming up here on the JoJo's Gaming Parlor post-game show. 51-32 win for BPC. We can tell you about JoJo's. They are our pre- and post-game show sponsors are on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, all the BPC events. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events Live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Brandon running down some more scoring there. Didn't get everything with Coach coming up so early figured out with United.
I know, I think that's the first, the coach coming up right after like that. Usually we're waiting on them.
Yeah, a little bit, but I didn't even get through my first commercials. But always appreciate whether they come up quick or it takes a little bit of time. We always appreciate the coaches coming up and chatting with us after the contest. So running down our scoring summary again, 51-32 in favor of BPC, as we mentioned there with Coach Schwartz. 3 Spartans in double figures, 13 from Kleinduns, 13 from Krebs, 11 from McCleary. Jersey Jones, a couple of threes and 8 points. 4 for Miley Chenoweth and 2 for Trinity Williams in the contest for BPC. We talked about it for the Red Storm. 21 points for Ella Brown, 6 threes in the contest. And she leads the way, highest scorer in the contest, and the only Red Storm player in double figures, as there was quite a drop-off, Brandon. It was Addie Barnhart with a 3, Natalie Hodges with 3 for Cora Shipman, and 2 for Ava Westart, as that was it. 9 points, or 11 points, from the remaining players outside that 21 from Ella Brown, and she just was on fire tonight for United.
She was a hard worker on offense and defense. Watching her, you can see a whole lot of promise in her.
Yeah, and she is just a freshman, not a sophomore. So her first year playing high school basketball, and a great performance for her tonight. But BPC with 3 in double figures, they come out with a win, 51-32. So I think that will wrap it up for us. For Brandon Thomas, Chris Rankhauser saying so long. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Don't forget, Spartan basketball coming up, a couple of contests next week with the boys and girls back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week